shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
We're about 70 miles north of Indianapolis, out here on the Gold Wing, out here on 69, southbound. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about henpecked men. Henpecked men. There are a lot of bikers out there that's henpecked. Well, Chris, what are you talking about? Henpecked, what does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Henpecked means that your woman wear the pants in the house. Your woman wear the pants. You know, as a man, God has given man dominion over everything, over the earth, including the animals. God put the man as the head. Now, that doesn't mean that your wife is not a helpmeet. That doesn't mean that your wife is a footstool. That doesn't mean that your wife cannot make decisions. That doesn't mean that she is beneath you. So I don't want to get it twisted. I don't want people to start jumping to conclusions and trying to put words in my mouth. But the man is the head. But there are a lot of henpecked men out here riding these motorcycles. Or there are a lot of men that would like to get a motorcycle, but they henpecked. They're so afraid of what their wife is gonna say.
When you talk to that worm Woodrow, you tell him his behind is grass. And I am the lawnmower.
Whenever I want to get on my bike and ride, I'm gonna ride. I always take the first lady into account. I never not think about her when I'm gonna ride. I always take her into account. The Bible said, do things decent and in order. So I try to be respectful. But when I want to get out on my bike and ride, I'm gonna ride. Now, if she want to go with me, there is always an open invitation. She can ride on this Gold Wing whenever she wants. She don't even have to ask. It's an open invitation. She's welcome to go with me anywhere I ride, anytime I ride. She knows that she can ride whenever she wants. If she's not riding, it's because she don't want to ride. But I'm not going to let her stop me from riding. And that's what I mean about henpecked men. You let your wives or your girlfriends tell you when you can and can't ride. You're henpecked. I'm not going to let the first lady stop me from riding my bike. She know I enjoy it. Again, I'm going to do things decent and in order. I'm not going to just be disrespectful and go and come as I please without being respectful, without taking her decisions and thoughts into consideration. But when I want to ride my Gold Wing, I'm going to ride my Gold Wing. She's welcome to go with me whenever I ride, wherever I go. It's an open invitation. She can ride whenever she wants. But if she does not want to ride, I don't pressure her. I don't get mad at her because she don't want to ride. I just tell her, baby, I'll see you when I get back. So I said all that to kind of say this. Guys, there is no reason why you shouldn't be out riding your bike. You know, you'll be surprised how many guys, my wife, my girlfriend, you know. Like I said, when it comes to me, the first lady knows that when I ride, she's welcome to get on here with me whenever I ride, wherever I go. But if she don't want to ride, I'm not going to be mad at her. I'm going to get on my bike and ride. If I want to go out of town for a couple of days, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to ride out of town for a couple of days. Now, again, I'm going to try to do everything respectfully. I'm going to try to do everything decently and in order. I'm gonna consider her feelings about what I'm trying to do. But the ultimate decision is mine. And it's true. If mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. I'm not saying be disrespectful. I'm not saying just go and come as you please, because you need to be respectful.
Woodrow! Woodrow! Did I hear somebody calling Woodrow? Yeah, that was your maker calling you to his bosom. And your tombstone is ready. Get together.
You know, treat her the way you want to be treated. But when you want to ride your bike, get out and ride it. You know, ask her to go with you. You know, and mean it. But if she don't want to go with you, get on your bike and ride. Tell her, baby, I'll see you when I get back. That's what I do. I tell her, baby, I will see you when I get back. I'm out here today on 69, southbound, headed back to Indianapolis. Out here solo. I offered to fly the First Lady where I would be staying, because I know she had to work. And she said, no, baby, you go ahead and enjoy your trip. I will be home when you get back. I'll be here when you get back. And that's what it's all about. Respect. It's about trust. Because once you break that trust, once you get water under the bridge, it's hard to get it back. But when you respect each other, it shouldn't be a problem if you want to take a road trip with the fellas. It shouldn't be a problem if she wants to take a road trip with her girlfriends. As long as you trust each other and respect each other, it shouldn't be a problem. She should understand that you want to get away with the guys sometimes. He should understand that she want to get away with the girls sometimes. Sometimes you have to split apart so you can miss each other for a few days, and it will be greater later when you guys come back together.
Now, look, you don't understand, Grady. Now, what if you'd been married to Esther for 27 years and then all of a sudden, no, it's all over and no more Esther? Now, what would you do, huh?
I'd celebrate and get drunk.
You got to put trust in a relationship. But some of you guys are henpecked. You're afraid to leave your wife at the house because you're afraid Jody gonna come through the back door. Some women are afraid of her husband going out riding his bike because she thinks that he's gonna be looking at every Suzy-Q that walks by. She's insecure, he's insecure. Between the both of them, nobody goes anywhere. But as a man, you need to make the decision, but do it decently and in order. But a lot of these men are henpecked. And I know some of you probably saying, oh, he just saying that because the First Lady is not on the bike with him. He just saying that because, to be honest with you, I would prefer to be having this conversation while she's on the bike so I can get her input and she can hear everything that I'm saying. So she will watch the video, but she knows my feelings about it. So I don't have nothing to hide. But don't be henpecked. You know, you get out here with some of these guys, they supposed to be hardcore bikers. Every 15 minutes they calling their wife. I'm at location A, I'm at location B, I'm at location C. You know, if she wants to know your exact location every 15 minutes, then why don't she come and ride with you? If you gotta call her every 20 minutes to say, this is where I am, then she needs to be with you. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't call her at some point to say, baby, we made it to our destination, or I'll be home at a certain hour. With these Cena headsets, she can call you at any time, or you can call her at any time, but it shouldn't be every 10 minutes you calling home. Well, baby, I'm at location A. I'm at location B. I'll be at location C in 15 minutes. I'll be at location D in 20 minutes.
I love that woman, Grady. I love her, and I miss her already, too.
Woody, please don't do that.
Don't be henpecked. You know, men, trust your wives and girlfriends. Wives, trust your boyfriends and husbands. If the first lady wanted her own bike, I'm passing Yorktown. If the first lady wanted her own bike, I would be glad to get her a Can-Am Spider. I think that would be the best bike and the safest bike for her. Even past the Gold Wing trike. But I'm not gonna go and get her a Spider if she don't want to ride on the back. See, she's got to prove to me that she loves to ride before I go and buy her own bike. Now, some women make their own money. They can go buy their own bike. And they can do that. There's a lot of women out here making more money than men. So I do understand. But in the cases where the man wants his wife to ride, but she don't want to ride, don't go out and buy a bike for her knowing that she's not going to ride. She needs to prove that she wants to ride on the back first. In other words, before you can be the driver, you need to learn how to be a good passenger. Does that make sense? So once she gets on the bike, she rides, you see she's liking the biker lifestyle, go get her that bike that she wants. Like I said, she may be making money where she can go buy her own bike. But we're talking about henpecked men who's afraid to leave the house because the wife don't want to ride. She forbids him to ride. He can't ride his bike. You henpecked.
Now, I've been reading in the paper about how these women are trying to take over. Now, we got to stop them. We got to maintain control.
Now, what if it don't work on Esther? You know, there's different strokes for different folks.
Do you want me to help you or not? Now, aren't you tired of being a cream puff?
Yeah, I am.
Well, say it.
I am tired of being a cream puff.
Louder.
I am tired of being a cream puff.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way it is. Have another drink. That's the attitude I want you to keep up. Now, I want you to have that attitude all the
I'm not
time.
gonna be a cream puff
Don't
anymore.
be no cream puff.
A cream
Right.
puff, am I?
Yeah,
Wait
bite
till
her when you want it.
That's
Just
a
do what
good
you gotta
idea.
do
That's
to
a
her.
good
You're
idea.
like a lion.
Wait till I get
Wow.
What?
Yeah, your room is ready, Uncle Woodrow.
And I'm gonna sleep in it too. Now, give me my suitcase.
What?
Would you give me my suitcase?
You heard your uncle. Will you get him his suitcase?
The door, please.
The what?
The door.
Will you get the door, please?
Thank you, Grady, for everything, and here I go.
So I know I'm probably stepping on some toes this morning. It just irritates me sometimes when I see these hardcore bikers afraid to go across the state line because they're afraid what their wife is gonna say. They're afraid to go buy a bike because they're afraid of what the wife is gonna say. You know what the first lady told me? She said, you can ride. I just want you to increase the life insurance policy. Because riding motorcycles is inherently dangerous. So she understands that. You love to ride, that's fine. Increase the life insurance policy so if something happens, at least we will be taken care of. You know, be responsible. That's why I say do things decent and in order. I know a lot of wives out there don't want their husbands out riding a bike. I know a lot of husbands don't want their wives riding bikes. I mean, it is inherently dangerous. But if you love riding and your wife don't want to ride, tell her you'll see her when you get back. You know, just do things decent and in order. Just be respectful. And she'll understand. If the first lady don't want to ride with me, she know I will fly her to wherever I'm going. If I'm going to New York City on my Gold Wing, she know that I would fly her to New York City. I can pick her up from the airport. But she not gonna stop me from riding. I'm out here on 69 southbound, headed back to Indianapolis. I'm just talking about these henpecked men that act like they're afraid of their wives. They act like they're afraid to make a command decision. They're afraid to buy their bike. They're afraid of what she might say. I'm out here solo, y'all.
Say, Gertie, I thought you said she would be eating out of the palm of my hand. Here, I wash my hands for nothing. Is that what you told him, sucker?
I was only trying to help him out. Come on, Woodrow, this is where the cream puff meets the battle axe.
Who you calling a battle axe chump? Yeah, who you calling a battle axe chump?
Well, let me see. There's 1, 2, 3. Take your choice.
Woodrow, you gonna stand here and let this Harry Ape call me a battle axe? No, wait just a minute, Harry Ape. This battle axe happens to be my wife.
Well, anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, or maybe something I left out that you would like to add to this video, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. We're talking about henpecked men who are afraid of their wives. What do you guys think? Put that down in the comment section below, and we can talk about it. See you.
I'm sorry about all this, Esther, baby. I'm sorry too, Woodrow Lammy Pie. Grady was the old serpent that tried to cast me out of my Garden of Eden. Yeah, Grady was the old serpent that tried to cast you out of your Garden of Eden. Yeah, it's all your fault, you old serpent.
Now, that's the thanks I get for trying to help you out. Woodrow, you ain't nothing but a cream puff and ought to have the cream squeezed out of your puff.
Don't you touch a hair on his body. Yeah, don't you touch a hair on his body.
Oh, I see. So now it's 2 against 1, huh?
3, 4. Make that 5.
Well, now I'd be the last man to call for help. And since I'm the last man, hey!